everybody, this is Tammy with the Womxn Project. We are projecting tonight in conjunction with PRONK, and we are here at Jess Brown, reminding everybody to make a plan to vote in the general election. Here we go. Deadline to request a mail-in ballot is coming up soon. It's October 13th, this Tuesday. Make sure you request that ballot.
And there's no mail on Monday.
No mail on Monday, so make sure you get that.
You have to go get it.
Yeah, you'd have to go get it Tuesday if you haven't requested it yet. But you're not out of time. But if you don't get that mail-in ballot, starting on the 14th, on Wednesday, you could vote early in person in your local board of canvassers. I'm going to get a better angle because the angle is a little odd with the way the building is. Hashtag projection problems. You could become a poll worker. You go to elections.ri.gov. That will help. We are wide awake. We are here to vote. That is the slogan of this year's PRONK, is connecting with the Wide Awake movement. Google that because that's very interesting. I want a future that is what? Fill in the blank. Whatever you want for your future, vote for it. I want a future, period. If you want a future, we need a vote. Definitely need to vote. You might wonder why the projection looks like not quite straight. It's because the building's not straight. There's a big middle part of the building that kind of juts out, so that's why you see that angle where it says, "Are you wide awake?" But are you wide awake? And millions could lose health care. This is a fight for our health and for justice. So make sure you vote separately. Make sure you stay engaged with the Supreme Court battle. That's super important. That's before the election. We can't let them get a vote before the election, but we're talking about voting right now. So you want to vote to advance racial justice. The ACA is definitely on the line. We've been holding on for so long, but if certain forces get their way, they're going to dismantle it. So let's vote because the ACA is on the line. I get my health insurance through the ACA, so vote. No matter what, just vote. Our vote is our voice. Yes, it is. Our vote is our voice. I wonder if you can move that over so you can see the words. Again, our vote is our voice. Like I said when we were in Portland, one of the challenges of projecting is finding a good building. So this building is good because it's dark and there's no windows, but it has a middle part that kind of juts out. So that's why you're seeing that. But this is our wake-up call, people. Wake up. Wake up and then go vote. Join the countdown. I know it's really, really tiring. 2020 has been a very, very draining year for all of us, but We got to stay engaged. We got to fight for our rights. The deadline to request a mail-in ballot is October 13th. That's this Tuesday, and there's no mail Monday. So if you want a mail-in ballot, you got to go and get one October 13th. And then early voting starts October 14th. So if you didn't get a mail-in ballot, that's okay. No problem. You can vote early in person at your local board of canvassers starting October 14th. Right up until Election Day. Or, of course, you can just vote in your polling place on Election Day as well. 3 different ways you could vote this year. And if you want to help the cause, you could become a poll worker. There may be a shortage of poll workers this year because many people that work in the polls tend to be older, retirees, and they're more susceptible to the virus. So a lot of them are not wanting to work in the polls for their safety. So if you're young and healthy, go be a poll worker this year. I've done it in the past. We are wide awake. We are here to vote and think about it. You want a future that is what? That is better, stronger maybe, more inclusive. Then you gotta vote. We want a future, period. For some of us, there won't be a future if you don't get out and vote. Again, we're here, obviously, with the Womxn Project, but we're in conjunction with PRONK tonight. PRONK 2020 is happening a little differently than it normally happens. It's connected to the Wide Awake movement. And it's bringing attention to social justice, to voting, to climate justice. So that's part of PRONK 2020, and we're working in conjunction with them tonight. And we're here at Jess Brown. Just reminding everybody to go out and vote. Millions could lose health care. We're live in 2 places right now. Well, multiple places because we have another projection team out in different locations related to PRONK. PRONK is basically like a march and went to all different locations around Providence, one of which was here. So we're here. We have people at House of Glitter. We got Jocelyn over on the Instawebs, on the Instagram, going live. Vote, people, vote. Ooh, they're playing Cha-Cha Slide. They got like the old school jams. Oh, no, I can't do Cha-Cha Slide when I'm doing this live stream. Then the camera will be all over the place. Our vote is our voice. We're here to remind everybody that our vote is our voice. We had a big push around the primary election, but let's not forget the general election is in November. We have to vote. Crisscross. This is our wake-up call. Once again, for the general election, you want to make a plan to vote. We're all really exhausted. This is all very draining. We're really fighting to make sure that they don't appoint a Supreme Court justice or confirm a Supreme Court justice before the election. So that's a big battle that we're waging. But also, it's a battle to make sure that people vote. And again, if you want to vote by mail, you've got basically one more day to request a mail-in ballot. Now, I do believe that the Secretary of State sent those to people. So you should probably have one. But if you haven't put it back in yet, you're probably going to want to drop it off at the Board of Canvassers because that's this Tuesday is the deadline. But if you don't get it in on time, that's okay. You can vote early in person at your local Board of Canvassers starting October 14th. So this Wednesday, you can start with that. Or if you want to help the cause, become a poll worker. That's a great way to engage with our democratic process and to just help the election happen. It can't happen without people working in the polls. You're wide awake. You're here to vote. Think about the future you want and then vote for it. It takes time to get there, but if we don't vote, then we might not have a future. We want a future, period. Millions could lose health care. This is a fight for our health, for our lives, and for justice. So make sure you vote. Make sure you stay engaged in the Supreme Court battle. We cannot allow them to put someone on the Supreme Court before the election is decided or before inauguration. But we want to make sure that we are in the middle of an election cycle. This is the home stretch. The ACA is definitely on the line. All right, now we are going to wrap up here. But tune in a couple minutes and we're going to be in another location. We're all over the place. All right, here we are with the Womxn Project. We're signing off for now. See ya.